If you don't know what that is, then get the hell off the stream. Yeah, that was my impression of Colin Mochrie and Whose Line Is It Anyway? First of all, go Jays, go! Oh my God, Trey is savage, guys. Woo! Can this be the year? I feel good about it. I don't know if you guys stayed up till 2 a.m. and watched the Jays go into 18 innings and lose and then come back the next day and win the game, because I did. I haven't slept in 4 days. Just kidding. Guys, welcome to Entertainment 411. I'm your host, Fridiaz Danny. And as always, we are doing all things entertainment. We are interviewing producers, directors, actors, casting directors, makeup artists, the boom mic guy, and of course, comedians, improvisers. Improvisers is the word that I was looking for. That's a title of someone who does improv, but clearly not me, because I couldn't think of a word on the spot. Guys, none other than Colin Mochrie. Of course, he's joining me in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wow.
You showed up.
That was yeah. Yeah, I did. You know what was sad? As you started and you walked across, I thought he's doing an impression of me.
Why was it sad?
It was sad that I recognized person walking as a dinosaur.
Because not only did they do it once, there was an episode where they did it again, because it was a game where they had you were the weatherman. It was the news, and they had just clips of you as yourself in the background.
Yeah.
And it was that on loop. Hilarious. It was good stuff. Welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Of course. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I know a lot of our viewers are big fans. Like, you are what I would call, like, you and Ryan Stiles were the original white Key and Peele. Because
take that. I will certainly take that.
Good. Because there's just so many moments where I'm like, I still like recall to this day. And it's like one of my favorite shows growing up. And it's sad we don't get shows like that anymore, like on television, comedy. And I feel sketch comedy, it's hard to do. I'd love to see more. But yeah, I mean, welcome to the show, first of all. And I just want the audience to get like a quick little bio, who we're talking to. I mean, they already know, but like, give us a quick little Colin Mochrie intro.
I'm Colin Mochrie. Some say a Canadian icon. I don't. I'm just a guy working at a job where I just make up crap. And somehow, no one caught on. So great. Thank you. Yeah, I'm an actor also, but obviously, Whose Line is where I've got noticed, and I thank Whose Line every day. I mean, before Whose Line started, nobody really knew what improv was, and so this show from Britain not only took advantage of the only thing I can do well, gave us all a showcase so we could continue doing that these many years later.
Yeah. How many? So I know you were on the original British. I remember watching the original where they actually kept score and it actually had winners and such on the original Whose Line. How many years did you do it there? And then how many did you do in the US version, if you can recall?
Yeah. Well,
you're the OG. You're the OG cast member for were you original on the British one as well?
No, I would say Mike McShane and Greg Proops were probably the first, and then Ryan, and then me. My first show, my daughter was 2 months old. My last show, she was 33.
Wow.
So nice run with breaks in between. The British show ran for, I guess, 8 years. And then that went immediately into the Drew years. And then we were told we were on hiatus. But around year 7, I thought, you know what? I think we've been canceled. Yeah. And then Brad Sherwood and I, who have been touring for 24 years, we saw that our audience was actually getting younger. And it was because of the internet. And because of that, they brought it back in the CW with Aisha Tyler hosting. So
yeah, it was, when I saw that re-up, I was like, oh, this is nostalgic. I love there's definitely an audience for it.
Mm-hmm.
You were born in Scotland. A lot of people don't know that, right? And how many years did you spend there?
6.
6 years.
Yeah, my father was a rare Scot who didn't really love Scotland.
So, a rare Scot who didn't love Scotland. That's funny.
Decided to friends who lived in Montreal, so he decided could be a better life for his family. So moved us out there, which was great. I mean, could have changed totally my trajectory if we'd stayed in Scotland.
Yeah, you would have been. I'm gonna say,
Exactly.
yeah, you could have.
There's nothing you can say that will be air duct guy, or I don't.
Yeah, or just a guy who
Yeah,
has a
just a guy.
Scottish accent, which is just as cool if you came here with that. When would you? Okay, so baby Colin, 6 years old, comes to Canada, Vancouver, I believe, right, is where you moved to?
Montreal.
Montreal.
Yeah,
Oh,
Montreal.
yeah, Montreal, Ontario. So where did, and I mean, I guess this kind of answers my next question, but when did you kind of like fall into the improv comedy world? I know Montreal is huge. They have the Just for Laughs out there. They have their festivals, but like, what was like, okay, here is an interesting question I ask all my, even the casters, is like, these are jobs that you never are like, I'm going to go to the school of the director arts and become a director. I'm going to become a casting director. No, it doesn't. It's not really a thing. It's very rare that someone starts in this field. What was your like trajectory and what got you landed in the world of improv?
Okay. So
We have time. It's your show today, buddy.
I ended up in Vancouver. I guess we moved there when I was like 10.
Okay.
Went to school. I was a very shy child because we moved a lot, and I think that was part of it.
Hmm.
And I was an honor student. My plan was to be a marine biologist
Wow.
because I heard that's where the big bucks are.
Right.
Um,
Big, but bucks are like on grass. I don't. Ha! Sorry.
oh, okay, no, I get it.
Yeah, thanks.
So a friend dared me to try out for the school play, so I did. I got
Okay.
I got my first laugh, and that was Bye Bye Science. Hello, whatever this is.
Yeah.
Switched over, went to theater school, Studio 58 in Vancouver. And then it was my last year, I saw a demonstration of this thing called theater sports. Didn't really know what improv was because at that point, nobody did. There
Mhm.
was a guy called Jonathan Winters. Many of your viewers can now Google him. I can wait. And then I guess Robin Williams. But it really wasn't really known as anything. And theater sports was started by this Englishman who was a professor in Calgary,
Mhm.
and it was improv in a sort of a sports arena. There were two teams. There was a referee who would give challenges. There were judges, and I saw this and I thought, oh, this looked like it would be fun. So I did a workshop and ended up. Vancouver started a league, and then it became really popular. We started doing shows, unscripted plays, and it was through that I started getting noticed and asked to do like actual theater, real plays, and so after that expo happened, I was doing I think like 12 different shows with different companies at that point. And Ryan Stiles, my good friend, was with the Second City Company at Expo,
Mm.
and they for some reason brought him back to Toronto. They thought he was good or whatever. And I had moved out to Toronto, and he called and said, "Hey, there's an opening in the touring company for Second City." I told him about you, so I auditioned for this woman, Deborah McGrath, who I ended up marrying a couple
I
of
can
years
see
later.
your screen with sunglasses.
It was a really tough audition,
I can imagine.
really tough. There was like cleaning counters. I didn't know what that had to do with. Anyway,
Wow.
so and then from there, I ended up with Who's Line. It was just a weird. It was
Things falling into place almost.
totally. I had no say in what was happening to me. It was just these things came out of nowhere. I lucked out. My first Who's Line, I sucked. Uh, but then they decided next year to shoot some shows in New York, and Ryan asked them to give me another chance, and they put me with Ryan, who I didn't have my first show, and we'd worked together forever. So it just,
It was easy. Yeah.
yeah. So then it just kept going from there.
I can never. Why am I
I know.
struggling with
I just say
improv?
improv. It's so much
I
easier.
know. I'm trying to be a professional host and say big words, but screw that.
Yeah.
Fart can legs. Listen, improv is what I would describe because I did the Canadian improv games back when I was in high school, and like it's so much fun. It's what I would describe as the closest thing to artistic athletics that you can get because
Mhm.
there's a lot of times where as an actor performer it's like it's like find the Joe job that fits being an actor as opposed to waiting for like the phone to call ring and your agent picks up and says, "Yeah, you got the part." Like auditioning is all we truly have, but improv to me is like it's a muscle, it's a strength, it's a gym, it's a gymnasium, it's a place to showcase, and it forces you obviously do think on your feet. So I think it's like I know you're like, oh, it's like I just did this improv thing and I did real theater, but there's something to be said about someone who could do improv is an incredibly, it's an incredibly skilled athlete. I would call them an athlete in the artistic world. So, first of all, congratulations on all your success thus far.
Thank you. I'll go with athlete.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Oh,
it's crazy because
it's a great thing to also do. I'm going to name drop right now.
do it.
I know. Okay, so I'm doing a movie with John Travolta.
Oh,
Yeah, and he was saying when things were during a rough spot of his career, he'd invite friends over to his place, and they would just improvise all day as different characters, just to
wow.
feel like they were doing something and keeping creative. So, I mean, it's a great. I tell people, even if you're not going to be an improviser, and I would highly recommend against doing that. There's no reason for it. We've got enough. We're fine. Um, it's a great skill to have. It's a great life skill. It's a great skill as an actor to have.
Yeah.
It really helps you learn how to listen and be in the moment. So yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree wholeheartedly. I think every actor should at least have a little bit of class. I got to work with Alan Gutman, who is one of the Second
Oh
City,
yeah.
yeah, big time alumnus, and he really helped uh, pave my career, albeit still growing. But for me, like auditioning in the room, having that improv skill is huge because a lot of times the director, any good actor needs to be able to adapt on the spot. I don't care what anybody says. That's
Yeah.
what makes the best actors is you might have one idea in your head, but the director says, you know what, let's just try it where this guy, his anxiety and he doesn't actually want to ask the girl out, even though he's saying these words confidently. And you have to be able to flip on your counterpoint within a millisecond. So yeah, no, I wholeheartedly agree with you. I think that is an absolute skill, a must. Obviously, I'm going to call you a Canadian icon because you are a Canadian icon.
Sure.
You are one of the more renowned Canadian improvisers out there. And I know you're dabbling. I mean, you've dabbled. I shouldn't say dabbling. You are an actor, a working actor. Has it helped you? And is there any times where it hasn't helped you? Like, do you find it like, have you ever gone to a room and they're like, it's this whose line is it anyway, guy? Like, have you ever, because a lot of celebrities, they get pigeonholed. Like, I'm going to name drop as well. Dan Radcliffe is like friend of mine. He had to bypass that pigeonhole thing. It's like you're stuck as this character. So, have you ever found that?
It has been at times. There are times where uh, you'll get a script or something. They'll go, "We really want you for this," and you go, "Well, there really isn't anything there." But no, but you can. It's like, well, I
You
would
write the show.
the writer to because I don't want to start. I did a show where the woman who was playing my girlfriend said, "I was so terrified of working with you because I thought you were just going to go off."
Oh man.
I said, "Well, no, because we have a script, and I, the only time I would ever improvise on set is if the director says, "Can we try something different here?" Or can you, or the writer.
Yeah.
But I would never just all of a sudden just start. I'm a duck now.
Right.
Yeah. Would not work.
Right. Let's talk about your show. You have a show called Him. Is it Improv or Hyprov?
Improv.
Hyprov. Improv under hypnosis.
Yeah.
You co-created this with Assad Michi.
Mecchi.
Yeah? Mecchi.
Mecchi.
Mecchi. Is he Italian? No. Is he mixed?
Nope. He's
Assad is very Middle Eastern. I should know this.
he's Indian
Oh,
from,
wow.
from Sudbury.
I am the problem.
I didn't know how to bring it up because it's
Okay, so
my
you and Assad, I had a friend named Assad, so I know Assad. You and Assad, not him specifically. You have this idea for improv under hypnosis. So how did that kind of come to fruition? Give me the rundown. Where can we see it? When can we see it? Just a little breakdown of that.
He was taking workshops at Second City, and
Nice.
At one point the instructor said, you're too much in your head. Get out of your head. Try to do unconscious comedy. And he thought, oh, that's what I do through hypnosis. I get the people I hypnotize
Hmm.
to do unconscious comedy. Then he thought, I wonder if I could combine the two. So he contacted me, and I thought, yeah, this is weird. Sure. Because I love the fact that these two art forms that nobody really believes in,
Right.
we put them together so they have one place where they can be disbelievers and then try to make them believe. I've had, like, throughout the years, I've had people say, I could see you were reading cue cards on Whose Line. It was like, okay, but I dare you, next time you transcribe that scene, then read it.
Yeah,
It's
that wouldn't know.
any sense to you.
People have said that they've seen you read cue cards.
I can tell you're reading cue cards. And it's like, no, it's
Yes.
usually just fear.
Yes.
It just looks like that. Um,
I would say
so,
that's great writing if that's the case.
yeah.
Most brilliant writers of all time.
Well, and yeah, so it's like almost a compliment, I guess.
Yeah.
So, and for me, I all of my hypnosis lore came from the Flintstones and was wrong. So, what happens is, so he'll bring 20 people up, hypnotize them, get rid of the people.
Assad would.
Yeah, he says, "Can I have 20 volunteers?" People rush the stage like we're giving money away. It's insane. All I keep thinking is, "Why are you doing this?" I would
Right.
in a million years. And then throughout the years we've done this, I can see there's the people who are faking. There's the people who want so hard to be hypnotized, and it's just not
Right.
happening. And then
Right.
people who are pretty much out right from the beginning.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's Assad. Making sure he pronounced his name correctly.
Hello, what was that? Sorry, hypnotized for a second. I'll call Assad back later. Well,
Nice.
sorry about that.
Yeah. So then we form an instant improv troupe, and every night we find the superstar. What happens is they're aware the entire time. So it looks like they're sleeping, but they're not. They're listening. They'll um, bring back something from a scene that happened earlier that they weren't in. It's just the part of the brain that deals with self-criticism is gone. The part that says you're going to fail, you're going to suck at this. I
Yeah,
talked to him afterwards. He said, I was just so relaxed, and everything you said just sounded like a good idea, so I did it. And it's just that easy.
that is what hypnotizing is. It's just essentially meditating. It's like a
Yeah, it is.
meditative state.
Everyone is just like completely relaxed. And there was one guy, we do an improvised song. So I'm singing with this guy. It's like I'm singing with James Brown. He's killing it. It rhymes. It sounds great. Afterwards, I go out. He's with his family. His entire family are sobbing. They've never heard him sing. They've never seen him sing. And
Wow.
this quiet little guy, he said, well, I really appreciate you letting me. It's like that was the moment where I thought, oh, yeah, okay. So, yeah, this is a thing.
Wow. That's great. So where is this show still? Do you have these shows still touring or is
Yeah,
it?
still touring. I'm not sure when we're coming back. We did a tour across Canada last year or the year before, but we'll probably come back at some point.
Amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
And where is like for just for people to go on our line?
Improv.com. If you're in Cleveland next week, I think we are too. That's
Amazing.
as much as I have memorized.
That's fine. I mean, you're probably hypnotized during the whole thing. Question for you.
Yeah.
The acting world,
Yes.
the improv world.
Yeah.
What do you enjoy more? If I had a gun to your head and you had to choose, don't give me some half answer like, oh, they're both beautiful art forms. No, Colin, what do you like more? Truth be told.
I don't need a gun to my head. Improv.
Yeah.
I love doing the acting. It's a different muscle, but I love with
Freedom.
improv that I'm responsible for what you see. If I'm sucking, it's because I'm sucking. If it's going well, it's because I'm doing well. As opposed to, film and television, you could be lost in some kind of edits. Everybody has a say in what they want you to do. And sometimes I do enjoy that. As I say, it is a different muscle. And it's also nice to not have to worry about what am I going to say here. But I do love, there's a rush with improv that I don't get with acting in scripted stuff.
Yeah. No, yeah. That I can understand for sure. It's like the actor who does the theater versus television. There is a nice feeling of satisfaction when you see the show and it's all edited and you don't have that pimple showing, and because the makeup artist covered it, and you do this like sexy little look over and you're like, oh, I look good there. But there's a different feel when you're like on stage and everything is just real, like in the moment. And like you say, you fuck up, you better get yourself out. Like
Yeah,
it's there.
that's
Um,
part of the fun. If you screw up in a movie, or they just cut and you start over again. If you
yeah,
screw up on that, and then immediately there's a tension between you and the audience. How are they going to get out of this? It's really screwy.
yeah,
I love those moments.
amazing. Colin, what's a day in the life of Mr. Mochrie? Like, what are you on a perfect day, perfect morning? The Arctic terns are chirping and the coffee's brewing. A Tyrannosaurus Rex is on your property, and you're
Yeah,
singing one word at a time for no reason. You're by yourself, and just there's no one else there. What does your day look
word at a time. There's a reason I'm by myself.
like? What does your day
That's
look
the reason I am singing.
What does your day? What does your day look like? What do you like to do for fun?
It's pretty mundane. I wake up, hopefully. And if that happens, good start.
Amazing.
Then I do all the cooking.
Okay.
And Deb, in recent years, actually during the pandemic, started to develop some dietary problems. So gluten is no longer a thing for her. Trans-
Everyone's getting that.
yeah,
My wife, same thing. I think just the food here sucks.
I think so. You know what? You're right, because we went to Sicily.
Italy,
Yeah,
you ate
Sicily. She was
wait,
able to eat
all of it.
the
You'll
old
eat a
grain.
piece of pizza, you'll lose 10 pounds.
Yeah,
Here, you eat a piece of pizza and you fart for weeks.
yeah, and all the things she loves, she can't have, like garlic and onion,
Oh,
beans, apples, pears. And trying to find when we go out, trying to find a dish that doesn't have an onion or garlic in it is almost
yeah,
impossible. But in Sicily, they say, no, we haven't made it yet. So what do you want?
exactly. Yeah.
Uh,
So
so
now you've been dabbling in some specific cooking.
yeah, so I wake up, I kind of rove the internet to see maybe new ideas for that, and answer emails. What we just got a new dog,
Oh, cute. What
so
kind of
there's
dog?
exercise. It's a cross between a Jack Russell and a Chihuahua.
Oh, cute. I have a Chihuahua demon. Um, what's the one with the butterfly ears? The Papillon.
Oh,
Yeah.
I always, whenever I hear about the mix, I just wonder, how did that happen? Who
Yeah.
made this move?
German Shepherd Chihuahuas are like, what?
Yeah, that is one feisty Chihuahua.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. But how's your like, is it a puppy?
Uh, 10 months. It was a rescue dog, and
Yeah.
uh, she's been great. She's really smart. She was immediately house trained. She's uh, just loving. Yeah, she's just wonderful. It's been a couple of years since we had a dog, so it was really nice. It's nice for Deb because I'm away a lot, so it's nice for her to have a companion.
Nice. Okay. So you cook some gluten-free, onion-free. You
I
take,
don't know what I'm going to make some soup.
yeah.
I make some soup. I do the laundry. I'm a catch. I
You
basically.
are. You sound great. That sounds like a good time. Listen, it's a 2025. All right. If we don't pick up our shit, we're gone. We're done.
It's
My
really
wife.
nice. Well, 6 months into my marriage, Deb looked at and like with in all seriousness said, "I thought you'd be easier to change." And I thought, okay, fair enough. And I
You
obviously
stubborn Scot, you.
36 years later, I am totally a different guy from the guy she married. But there is that sort of navigating of stuff, trying to, oh, I've got a wife, everything is great. Oh, I have to do some stuff. Yeah, I mean, I knew that intellectually, but I thought somehow I had a buy.
Yeah, yeah. COVID has humbled us all, hasn't it?
I gotta say, COVID was horrible, no doubt about it. I had a fine time.
Yeah.
I was home for it was the longest time in like 20 years. Deb and I still enjoy each other. We did some Zoom show. Brad and I did some Zoom shows, which was great in that we had special effects, and the tech crew was amazing.
Star wipe. Star wipe.
But doing a comedy show to complete silence is so odd.
how are you navigating? Because I mean, I know you're Colin Mochrie, so a little couple direct offers probably slide in your way. But do you audition still? Have you ever
Sure.
auditioned?
Oh,
So what's your thoughts on the self tape, the dreaded self tape? How
I
are you?
prefer to be with someone who can just say,
Yes.
"What, you're going off in the wrong direction."
Yeah.
Because you try to give a couple, but uh, you don't really have what they have in mind. You have that description of, usually I get elderly. That doesn't help me.
Right.
Um,
What does
so
that
yeah, so I do miss the going into a casting office, working with someone, and them saying, "Oh, all right, try it this way," or more of this. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I get it from a financial point of view, but I'm also just like, come on, like it's like I talk to a lot of cast members on the show, and for me, it's that we don't get to flex our muscle and give off the aura because this looks boring as shit. I might be super fun, but you don't know that because it's just a brown guy in a square box. You can get that anyway.
I mean, they're still nominated for Emmys and stuff, right?
What,
Casting
what
directors.
brown guys in the square? Oh, sorry. Yes, yes.
I mean, nothing. I have nothing against it, but they're just going, "Oh, yeah, here, I did this. What do you
Yeah,
think?"
this is the thing, and this is why but now bless them. There are some that are doing the hybrid, which is I think is the best middle ground. Like, okay, you know what? Give us a self tape, let the actors do the thing, fine, and then call us in for a callback virtually, so
Yeah,
that you can then give me the direction. I can give you some options. I can make sure my pants are on, and the director can say, okay, Fareed, that's a great take, but we want you to try it differently. Yeah, I think we like we need it. We need it. We need it. We need it. And that's the one thing that I have a qualm with as of the COVID situation, because now it's so easy to see not just um, like it's quality. It's not quality. It's quantity. You're seeing a whole slew of actors as well. So then to siphon through that, it's hard to stand out. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think having some in the rooms would be nice. I'm seeing it with commercials here and there, so that's a little bit more fun. But yeah, favorite show right now, Canadian television. Is there anything that you guys watch? What's your guilty pleasure? Love Island? Do you watch The Bachelor? I feel like
we're
that's
not
your.
what you call it, reality people. We do love British panel shows,
Oh, okay.
but and isn't it horrible? The one we love, the name of it, it's on Crave.
What's it about?
It's a South Indian man who has a podcast in his basement. Uh,
Oh, talking about what? Everything?
oh no, it's about his experiences, but the show is about him and his family and his friends. Hey Deb, what's the name of that show that we watch on Crave with the South Indian guy in the basement doing the podcast?
Oh,
Hi, Deb.
hi. How are you?
You guys put a panel together for
Right.
I love this.
Oh yeah, this is the kind of wacky stuff that happens in the house. Anyway,
Right.
No, it's like, what is it when you shut up in your parents' home? Like it's a common phrase. Oh my God, he's so good.
Shut up when your parents are home?
No, shut up in your parents' home. Like he's a grown man living in his parents' basement. It's really well written, but he's got a podcast.
I can't even Google this. I'm typing.
I think it's
man in parents' basement and some weird stuff are coming up. I think
on Crave. I think it's on Crave.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what happened. You'll see. This
Hey, is this? Oh, I'm sorry. Is this a like? This is a show, or is it not a talk?
it's a sitcom. Yeah.
Oh, Late Bloomer.
Late bloomer. What took you so long? Thank you.
I thought you said it was a pod. He doesn't have a podcast.
Doesn't he
He's
have
a-
a podcast on the thing?
No. I was like, what? No, yeah. I mean, he's a good friend of mine, Jasmine Rana. He did what you would call, he was the original TikTok guy. He was like a YouTube sketch comedian. So he
Oh,
just
so in the show he's doing
No, but-
TikTok videos.
yeah.
I thought he was doing podcasts on the show.
Hey, this is my time.
Okay. Why is he in here? I don't even have
Don't worry, Colin's gonna make you something gluten free soon.
I've been talking about you.
Come on.
Thank you, dear.
Bye.
Late,
Yeah, great show, Late Bloomer. Yeah.
yeah, great show. Great, good acting, great writing.
Imagine you. I'm sure that's how it went at the Bell meeting. Hey, can you pitch our show? Listen, I'm a South Indian guy in my parents' basement, and
Podcast.
the podcast is not.
Get older. You pick points from a show, and sometimes it's from another show, and then they bake, and whoever gets the best cake wins.
Yeah, it's called Bake Up or Wake Up and Bake, Wake and Bake on CBC Gem.
Oh, my father-in-law, my daughter was a big fan of what was the
It says
Carrie, where he becomes God.
sorry, say it again. The what?
Where he gets the powers of God.
Oh, Bruce Almighty.
Bruce Almighty. So, Deb's father said, "Is there any movies that she likes that maybe?" And we said, "Oh, try. She really likes Bruce Almighty, so get a DVD of that." The next week he comes. He says, "I've looked all over, cannot find. Thank God it's Jeffrey." I went, "Well, here's the reason." So that's where I am now. In that
God, it's Jeffrey is a real switch up. That's
really
Jeffrey. Who's Jeffrey?
Don't know, but thank God for him.
Life is the best improv. That's comedy at its finest.
Really is. Yeah.
On that note, you guys are all going to Google South Indian man in parents' basement on Crave. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We're going to show a clip from Colin Mochrie's Hyprov.
I know people always want to say Hyprov, which is a different show.
It's a different show. Hyprov is a similar concept, just different sort of method of zoning out. And a quick clip from my series called Day Players, which we are trying to push to be nominated for a CSA. So I should have done that differently. If you guys do take a look, please remember it. Those who are voters on the CSA panel, consider us, because you got some comedic legends as well. And in season 2, maybe I'll reach out to this gentleman right here. Take a look here. It's hip hop prov. No, I'm kidding. Improv and Day Players. We'll be right back after this.
Colin Mochrie of Whose Line Is It Anyway? And master hypnotist Assad Mekki are starring in a hilarious new show, Hyprov, Improv Under Hypnosis. 20 people volunteer to be hypnotized. The most susceptible remain on stage to improvise with Colin while hypnotized.
Oh, what the?
Would you?
Come up on stage right now!
Colin Mochrie and Brad Sherwood, the dynamic duo from television's Whose Line Is It Anyway, are coming to town, and they're asking for trouble.
Our show is completely made up.
Prepare for a side-splitting interactive extravaganza as these improv wizards hit the stage, serving up a night of unscripted comedy gold.
It sounds like a big waste of time and a lot of money.
It is.
Don't miss Colin Mochrie and Brad Sherwood, live Saturday, April 26th at the Hanover Theatre. Tickets on sale now at thehanovertheatre.org.
Miss Edwards.
Hey, that was a cute accent.
Thank you.
Joy Edwards, you not only write about the perfect lifestyle, you live it. Tell us about Christmas at Goose Lane.
For me, the holidays are all about family.
Will we ever get to meet them all?
Well, I invented a husband and kids to sell Christmas books. I'm a horrible person.
You're not.
This is my last book.
If this is going to be your last, we're going out with a bang.
We're all going to Goose Lane for Christmas!
What?
Joy is going to be broadcasting live from her home on Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve is in 3 days. That's 72 hours. I don't even have a Christmas tree.
Too bad you made me your driver. Could have made me your husband.
That could work. I'm going to put together the perfect family.
Joy, now you're starting to worry me.
Being my husband.
You had your chance. You gave me heartburn and a broken heart.
Just tell me you'll do it.
I did.
I am hosting a live TV special here on Christmas Eve, and I need you to pose as my family.
You two are going to have excellent on-screen chemistry.
One.
Merry Christmas!
Wow.
Look better than the family in my books. just as you described it.
Hey, honey.
I wouldn't make it up.
You two are just like newlyweds.
It's like we were married yesterday.
Only time that I've ever let myself picture a future with someone, it's been with you.
I know who I want to be with. What are we waiting for?
You are a born protagonist. Look at you! You're a failed professional.
Okay, I wouldn't say failed.
You're a finding bastion of hope in a rundown old school.
I mean, it's not that
It
bad.
just happens to be shared by the only woman who ever broke your heart.
What did you do?
Shh. Just watch.
I've got a lot of auditions lined up. Like, so many auditions.
I can imagine. I can relate. Having so many bookings. Like, it's like a library, just books everywhere.
That's right. You're looking at the host of Canada's Next Great Handyman.
I nailed my audition, bro. They said they'd call me.
Guys, because I'm going to be the host of Canada's Next Great Handyman.
You are looking at the host of right over.
Okay, I'm feeling a little bit of hostility from you right now.
Oh, please mansplain it to me so I can understand it better.
Clearly, you don't know what mansplaining is. Let me break it down for you.
He's dead.
Which is the purest and greatest form of theater? Improvisation.
Told you I would eat you. I told you I would eat. Woo! Let's go!
I cannot watch this anymore. This is agony.
Welcome back. Just to preface, so a couple extra clips in there. Joy to the World is a Christmas movie that I am in. I'm not Chad Michael Murray, but I play Emmanuel Shrieky's agent. That's coming out on Saturday on Disney Plus. It's a great cast, and as well, we featured Colin's other show, Asking for It. Let's give me a little breakdown of Asking for It with Brad.
Yeah. We like to say it's a live version of Whose Line Is It Anyway, but without the dead weight.
Oh.
You know who we're talking about. So everything starts with a suggestion from the audience. There's games that people would recognize from Whose Line. And then there's, we've made up a few games. Our latest one is we talk to the audience about the city, historical events, things that have happened, things they love about it. And then we do a musical. And only one of us can sing, so that makes it very exciting.
Nice. And you're still touring that show as well with Brad?
Yep. Yeah, we're coming through. We're doing a mini Canadian tour: Victoria, Vancouver, Calgary, Edmonton, and Kitchener next November 21st to the 24th.
I see why you got Deb a dog.
Yes.
Yeah, you're always just on the road. That must be tough. It must be hard. Like as an actor, I can relate. Not as much blessed as you as my career is going on. I've traveled a bit, but that seems like it's strenuous. It's a lot. Like
it really is. And
actress, so she gets it.
I'm a senior, so things are a little harder now than they used to be. And also, I do a lot of shows in the States, which is in a sort of a weird sort of mood right now.
Yeah, we could export you to Scotland.
Of menopause in a way. So
expand.
Yeah, and every time you go to an airport, it feels like the rules have changed. Oh, now you can wear your shoes, but you still can't have water. Or now you can't have water, and now you can leave everything in your bags.
You could bring one grenade, but no water.
That's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah, and the water could be acid, but it has to be under 60 milliliters, I think.
Yeah. So that part's stressful. The shows I still enjoy, but yeah, getting there and getting back is.
I can imagine. I can't relate. That sounds.
You will, my friend.
Oh, I know it's coming.
By the way, it was nice to see my friend Patrick McKenna there in Dave.
Yes. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, I didn't realize that line is in there about improvisation because, like, again, I'm a big. Funny you mentioned about the whole going off script thing. Luckily, the nice thing about creating the show and co-writing it is that you're allowed to do whatever the fuck you want because you paid for this shit. So I know Patrick's background. I worked with him before on another short, but I really encouraged like some off script stuff. And honestly, it was like some of the best moments came from just like on the day banter. There's one scene where you can see it in the trailer. Patrick added this line of I mime slap you, and he does this, and then he goes, you mime slap him. No stage combat director. I turn around and she actually slaps me across the face by accident. So my reaction is, oh, I don't suggest you do that in real life. We're really good friends.
Still, it was a moment.
It was a great moment. It was funny. Yeah. Still gets some of the best laughs because it was just jarring, and the other castmates are like, oh, what the fuck. So yeah, Patrick is an absolute star. Love him as well. He's such a great guy, and he's always just willing to work, even though it's not the best paying job. This was not a good paying gig, but he read the script and he's like, I'm in.
I don't know what to do if someone would say, listen, money is no object. I've never heard that in my entire life. It's always, you have to bring your own clothes.
Yeah.
But those are the projects I love, because those are the ones where everybody is invested in it. Everybody wants it to be the best it can and go above and beyond. So yeah, I think there's passion there, which is fun.
Yeah, it's something to be said about that. I always find that. So it's when you have the people that need to prove something, the work is stronger. The pressure is off, but it's people want to work, and it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Guys, there's a link below for the Colin and Brad Canadian show, which is called Asking for It. It's www.colinandbradshow.com. Did you come up with that URL? Was that your idea?
No, it's too wacky for me. I would never have put Brad's name in there.
No, but yours is first, which is nice.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, no, I mean, you're working a lot. Now, question.
Yeah.
Would you dabble in, have you ever thought of, because the improv mind is obviously there. You have a lot of great ideas you probably have undiagnosed ADHD, I'm sure, somewhere.
Probably, or some sort of.
Have you ever thought of writing, producing, creating something that's more streamlined, something that's going to be a series or a movie or a film? Has that ever come across your workload?
Yeah, Deb and I wrote a series. When was it? It was a while ago. There was an Olympics. I remember that because
somewhere in between 4 years.
Yeah, it was because it was one of those. We had this idea. It was called Getting Along Famously. It was about this couple who were sort of the Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton of Canada, who had a variety show on CBC in the 60s.
Okay.
So we go to the CBC, we pitch it, and say, yeah, let's do it. And I thought, well, I don't understand why people think this is so difficult.
Right.
That was the easiest part of the entire process. We couldn't get funding from the Canadian, whoever's in charge, because we weren't Canadian enough. And Patrick, we had Patrick. I was in it. Deb was in it. We had musical numbers, which were written by the Tony Award-winning composers of Drowsy Chaperone. So it was we ended up shooting 6 in Ottawa. And again, it was that where with no money, but the crew was bringing stuff from home for to get the period right. And we had a lot of fun doing it. And it was at the time where CBC fired their publicity. So I called and said, are we getting any publicity this week? No, this is not your week. This is Mary Walsh's week. Then next week it's Peter Callahan, and then you're the next one. And I said, but the next one we're preempted because it's the Olympics. And they went, oh. So, so there was parts of that. I loved the fact that I hate writing, and I'll just say that right now, hate writing. But I wrote a couple of episodes, and it was nice to actually finish something. It was great working with Deb and Patrick and everyone. So that was great. But it was bittersweet, just that. I also wrote a book that I was forced to do.
Forced to do?
Yeah.
My
agent said, hey, why don't you write a book? And I said, I don't want to. I don't have it. About what? I've had a lovely career, lovely life, but it's not really interesting. And I don't have any ideas. So based on that, he got me a book deal.
Great. So, that was the pitch.
Yeah, that was the pitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't try is Colin Mochrie's advice to any coming actor. Just
Seems
don't.
to work out. So I'm sure in book bins across the world you can still find it. It's called Not Quite the Classics. And I thought, well, since I'm an improviser, I feel there should be an improv element. So there's a game called First Line, Last Line, where you get the first line of the scene from the audience, you get the last line, and that's your beginning and end.
Great.
So I took 12 classic novels, took their first and last line, and then made up the middle.
Ah, clever. That's a clever book.
It was, yeah. There's some really. The first one was a Sherlock Holmes one, and it was like I was done in 90 minutes almost. I thought, wow, this is okay. I can see why Stephen King writes thousands of pages every day. This is easy.
Yeah.
Again, that was the last good moment I had with that book. And then after, it was like, what the hell? Why did I say yes to? Yeah, it was horrible.
That's amazing, man. You've had such a great career, honestly. And again, you're like an icon to a lot of Canadian actors, improvisers, comedians who are up and coming. Andrew Fung on Instagram says, I can't post it here because it's on Instagram. Whoa, 2 kings up in here. I think he's talking about you and you again. Because you know him. So
he does have double vision. Nobody knows that.
Yeah. Thanks, Andrew, for the shout out. Guys, if you have any questions for Colin before we wrap things up, please drop them in the little box below on Facebook. Don't do it on Instagram because I won't see it. Here's an funny. As soon as I said don't put it on Instagram, I have an Instagram question.
Instagram question.
Yeah. So here's the Instagram question, but luckily Charlene reposted is childhood dreams. Are there any fellow actors, improvisers, or comedians you'd like to work with that you haven't as yet?
Oh yeah, I mean, I would love to have worked with like Steve Carell or Will Ferrell, Kristen Wiig, Kate McKinnon. And I'm sure there's others I've forgotten. And, we were lucky in that Robin Williams did a Who's Line.
I was going to ask you about that actually. That was my next question. What was that like? Rest in peace to like a legend.
It was everything you would hope it would be working with Robin Williams. He was incredibly, he was an Oscar winner and he was doing this show. He was great. He was one of those guys who knew the crew's names within minutes. Yeah. I still don't know the crew's names. I never learned any of them because that's who I am. But he was absolutely lovely, incredibly generous. And he raised the energy of that show 150%. And yeah, it was like one of the great moments of my life.
Yeah, it's definitely a surreal moment.
I'm glad I had that chance. And yeah, there's so many funny people. Of course, I can't think of any of them. And most of them have been canceled now anyway. So it's so hard. It's so hard having heroes.
I know. They say don't meet your heroes. I'm glad you're as down to earth as I hope you'd be. I hope you're going to be.
Well, I'm a very good actor.
Oh, nice. Well done. Colin Mochrie really hates me, guys. Is he going to tell me after this?
No, that's not true. My biggest fault is not remembering names of shows and describing them.
Oh yeah.
This is why I don't work for TV Guide.
That was the best. No, that's a lovely South Asian man in the basement. He lived in his basement.
He is in a basement.
He had a podcast. He lived in the basement. Okay. And I was like,
so TikTok podcast, they're interchangeable.
Yeah, TikTok, tomato, gelato. I get it. That's fine. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Look, another Instagram question. Look, I love how you guys just improvise and follow the rules. Here we go. No, I'm kidding. What the hell name? That's a great name. Antics Sauce.
Antics for us.
Antics for us. Antics for us. There it is. That's it. That's a great game. Thanks for that game, Antics for us. Are there any shows you like to work on or shows in the past you wish you were a part of?
Oh God, yes. I would have loved to be on Breaking Bad.
Oh. Who's your kid in Breaking Bad? Given Walter White's like cousin for sure.
I would have been a killer.
Yeah, I could have seen that.
Yeah, I'm a semi-regular on Murdoch Mysteries.
Yes,
and I get to be a serial killer, which is
crazy. I love that.
So unlike anything I would ever get cast in like Hollywood or anywhere, and it's so much fun. So Dexter, either being one of his nemesis or a victim, I would.
Ooh, you know what I would see you on? Game of Thrones.
Oh, I would have been
You have the. I mean, you're Scottish, so you have that regal, old timey, like
Tasty look. Yeah.
no, not the pasty look at it. Don't put words in my mouth. You could just you put a little crown on that head. That
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You could see this on a coin for
yeah,
sure.
100%. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
especially the goatee going on, the nice white. Yeah, for sure.
That would be
What is your favorite moment from Paul Lentz? Your favorite moment in your television career?
There's okay. What I mean, one of the things about improv, the curse and the blessing is once it's done, it's gone. You never. Now with Whose Line, that kind of screws it up because it's filmed, and people keep sending me clips of things that I've done, and some I remember quite well, and then some I go. But one of my favorite moments, and it's because of who was in it. And I truly think it was one of the funniest things that was ever on the show. And it was when Richard Simmons was on the show.
Oh yeah, that was a great.
And we did this scene, and he was so committed and just so into having fun and doing what you do when you improvise. And there's one point in the scene where the audience was laughing so hard for like a minute and a half, and they had to edit it down in the final cut. And it's a minute and a half when Richard Simmons' head is bobbing at my crotch.
Yes, I remember that.
I don't know how long, if you know how long a minute and a half is with someone's head down there. It's a long time.
It's a minute too
And
long.
that was, I really felt that was like as it was happening, I felt this is a special moment. This is like magical, the way no one was expecting this. And he has just upped all our games and made this a classic scene.
Yeah, no, that was I forgot. That it brings back muscle memory of watching that episode. That was hilarious. My favorite thing is probably like it's funny. You mentioned about how like you're in control and the fuck ups are your responsibility, but it's the f ups on. We're not live. It's the fuck ups on. And whenever you with conviction, just you've said something that is not anywhere near what the other guy was thinking. Especially with Ryan, it was the what's the game where you guys talk, or it's Wayne Brady sings and you guys are the hosts.
Greatest hits,
and it's the Arctic Turn, and Ryan is just dying, and he's like, no, he's like, what song is that? And you're like,
those are also my favorite moments where I can break up the guys from Whose Line, because
I
mean they're pretty jaded.
Yeah.
They've all seen a lot of comedy, but when I could break them, it truly was like a feather in my cap.
It is. Yeah. It's that there's always those guys. When you break them, it's the best. Sober said yes, King. That's I guess King Colin on Game of Thrones spin-off.
Let's try it.
Another question from Instagram. It was led with "You guys are awesome." It wasn't a question. Grey Goose said you would make an awesome Riddler. So DC, if you're looking for.
Whenever I've read, sometimes on Reddit or they have, who'd be a great villain for Batman, I'm usually mentioned, and this is not one of the better known villains, but there was a guy, I think he was called the ventriloquist, and his dummy was the actual villain. It was like a mob boss.
Yes.
And the ventriloquist is an old guy who kind of looks like this.
That would be good. Yeah. Was there a game where you were like a puppet or two as well? Isn't there a game where you did that?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, probably. How did the whole bald thing come up to play? I mean, obviously, yes.
I went bald.
Yeah. Well, you went bald? No, you were always. Were you?
I wasn't at the beginning. I mean, I was at the very beginning, and then I grew hair.
Yeah.
And then I started to. In the British, I still had hair, and then it started to go.
Right.
And then
Ryan loved to. They really like to pin on that.
And then everyone shaved their heads, and now they're cool.
Yeah.
He's so. It's like he's balder than I am.
Yeah, I know.
How is that cool?
Yeah, I read something recently. This is going to really screw you up.
Oh, great.
They found a serum in Taiwan that cures baldness, allegedly, using like fatty acids. Now, here's the catch. They tried it on a rat, and it worked on a rat. They shaved the rat's back. You can Google this. You can Reddit this. They shaved the rat's back and they put the serum on, and it grew within 20 minutes. It grew back within
20 minutes.
Sorry, 20 days. I mean, sorry. Sorry.
I thought I would have heard more about it.
That'd be great. Can you imagine?
That would be great.
That'd be such a cool.
Yeah, I feel I can't now. It's my. This
No,
is
it's you. Have you ever gone full? Okay, my dad has the same thing. My dad is worse though because he's got curls and he's just holding on for dear life. He looks like Julius Caesar. He's got the curl crown, I call it.
Yeah.
He's got the bald in the middle. Have you ever gone like just beard and fully shaved the head?
I haven't. I'm not totally confident with the shape of my head as to whether.
Oh, you know what?
Yes.
Oh.
You think you can take over the city?
No, you look. Listen, you would be Breaking Bad in a Wish universe. Like if you bought Breaking Bad on Wish, you would be Walter White with that look because that's what he had. He had the goatee.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, man.
Oh, okay.
You gotta do that. Walk into
anyone out there, I'll do it.
Yeah.
If you start with money is no object, we'll do it.
Go up to Deb just go up to Deb and go, huh? See what she thinks. Just go, just for me. I know we just met, but go up to her one day and go,
yeah.
I
mean, the beard was her idea. We were in Sicily. She said, grow a beard.
Yeah, the beard looks. I forget the beard wasn't always on. Yeah, no, it looks good. It looks good. It looks really good. I'm getting there. I've got a little.
Are you?
Spots. I got spots. That's not. No, sorry.
No, that's rough. I can't. I feel your pain.
Hey, listen. Brown guys were cursed and we're blessed because we got a lot of hair, but we got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
But if I don't have that, all I am is a guy in a basement doing a podcast.
It never really bothered me. That would be a good show, by the way.
Yeah.
It seemed to bother other people because they kept talking about it. It's like,
what? No,
okay, fine. But it's I feel we're the last people you can make fun of. A guy came up to me and did like a bald joke right to my face, and he had thick glasses, was a hunchback, and was obese. And I just looked at him and thought, this is so unfair. So unfair.
It's because you know why? It's like there's no there's no I don't know how do I explain this in a way that's not offensive.
Yeah.
There's not like a group of men who are like in a circle and talking about their baldness as debilitating in their lives. But
no, there's no support groups at all.
If you made fun of his glasses or anything like that, you would be the bad person. You're the bad guy for that. Isn't that weird? No, but you know what? You own that shit and you became an icon. Captain Hair became alive. And if you can't beat them, join them, and then you will beat them, as they say.
Is that what they say?
That's not what they say. I said that.
Oh, okay.
It's not a real phrase.
You know what? It's going to be a phrase really soon.
Because I said that.
Yeah.
I think my favorite bit is, you ever watch the show BoJack Horseman?
Yep.
Did you watch the episode where the guy just kept saying the wrong catchphrases?
No.
He was just like, you know what they say? You teach a man to fish and he'll fool you for the rest of his life. It's like my grandfather used to always say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, fiddle-dee-dee. I love that. That's a good
one.
So the whole episode, he's just ruining all the bits. Love all the catchphrases. Love it. Santiago says hello from Florida. Guys, if you have any more questions, now's the time. We're going to wrap it up real soon. Colin, any advice for the up-and-coming actors, the up-and-coming comedians, writers, producers? It's a different time, like I feel like there's less and less, I'll be honest with you, in my opinion, as my generation, less and less opportunity in the sense that like Canadian funding has gone down, I think, or what's happening. There's not as many, Second City's not as massive as it used to be, you don't get a lot of these. Canadian shows are coming fewer and fewer, and they're only getting 3 seasons, and then they're done, and then they're getting 2 seasons, and they're done. Any advice for the up-and-coming actor, ways to hone their craft, tips, tricks, shave the middle of their head, whatever you think?
There is anything else you love, do that.
Right.
My advice always is do it as much as you can, wherever you can. Watch the people in comedy. My thing always is watch the people who make you laugh and figure out, what is it? Is it the way they turn the phrase, or is it the characters, or what is it that you can take from them? And yes, it is stealing in a way, but it's going to become different because it'll be through your viewpoint and the way you do it. There things are not great, I would say, in the Canadian industry right now. What is good is you do have the internet. You do have TikTok and YouTube where you can put your stuff out there and at least get seen. In my day, we didn't you had to hope for the best, but you can get stuff out there. And you have friends, use friends. Put on things together, have brainstorming sessions, or just even improvise for a day at a friend's house and come up with new characters. It may spark something. There's a whole bunch of ideas out there. People always say, everything has been done, but things are still being done because people are finding a way to do it with their own experiences and with their own outlooks. And that is something we need. We've had, I feel like we know what it's like to be an old white guy. I think we have that pretty much covered. But it's nice to see that things are opening up and there is more diversity and a long way to go. But it's nice that it's starting to get traction because these are the things I'm interested in. I want to see, I knew nothing about this culture, or I knew nothing about Sudbury, or that's whatever.
The great foreign land of Sudbury, Ontario.
But yeah, everyone has a story, so find a way to tell it.
Absolutely. Well spoken. Those are great tidbits. One last question, because it's the way we end all of our shows, because you segued into it quite nicely. If you had a magic wand, you can take it and what would you change in the Canadian industry? It could be a couple things. What would you change if Colin Mochrie was the president of the Society Association of Canadian yeah.
God, there's so many. Well, first, the whole country would have to change. I think the government has to support the industry more than it ever has. Not only because it's good for our Canadian identity, but it's also a moneymaker. It brings, you film in a city, you're bringing money into that city. It would be nice if the media got behind Canadian talent more instead of waiting until they make it down south.
Yep.
And I think we have to. I wouldn't mind having a star system, or not even a star system, but like a stable of people who may not be the star of every show, but could even be a supporting someone new. Someone once said, what would be a great idea is having like a CBC2, where that's where the creators have freedom. They can do anything they want. So they get their ideas out there, they get their visions out there, and then it's up to the public to, yeah, I like this or I don't like this, as opposed to all the levels you have to go through to even get a show to the soundstage. It'd be nice if the artists had more say in their craft.
Yeah, no, I agree. That's the star system. It's so true. It's like you can't if you're not doing this in the big stage, you're selling popsicles on the side of the road to make ends meet. It's really tough, and they're true. We have so many Canadian stars, man. They exist. They're all gone. They're in the States because they're like,
so much talent. You go to an improv show anywhere, you go, oh. The only difference between me and them is I was on a show. I was lucky enough to be on a show. And Deb and I were at the Edmonton Fringe. I was doing shows. Deb went to see 31 shows. And every one of them was like a revelation. It's like, who are these people? And why aren't we seeing more of them?
Wow.
We really have to start pushing our people up.
100%. Everyone's got mentors, Colin, people that they look up to. People that have, inspired them to do what they love. I'll say you were one of them. It was you, Jim Carrey, Robin Williams. Yeah, it was you three. And Ryan. Ryan's great. I love Ryan. But
right, whatever.
Yeah.
I can tell you stuff that would curl your hair.
So who are your mentors? And who inspired you to get to where you are? They could be new, they could be old, they could be here today, they could be deceased. Who are the people that have kind of lifted you up?
I have to say, there are so many people nowadays that I work with that inspire me because they do things I can't do, whether it's incredible characters or just have it things I can never do because it's their viewpoint. It's how they look at things, and it's but they're inspirational because it makes you think I can't just stay like this. Naomi Sneakus and Matt Barham. They have this show that I think it's in New York right now, but it's been touring. It's called Big Stuff. If you ever get a chance to see it, see it. It is funny, and it's a show where you will cry, guaranteed. It is one of those experiences where you go, again, why aren't they major stars? It's just beautiful. Things like that. People who go out, and I don't think they're making big money on this tour, but they're doing it because they love the show and because it is a great show and they want people to see it. People like that, the people who you don't know who are giving all their stuff out there to hopefully get up the next rung of the ladder, but do it with a passion and with a grace that is amazing. And for, older people, Gordon Pinsent, I got a chance to become, I wouldn't say close friends, but good acquaintances. And it was always lovely seeing him. And I loved the way he was incredibly down to earth. He would talk to everyone. He treated everyone like a person who deserved to be treated well. And Drew Carey also. We were at dinner once and people were coming up every 5 minutes asking for autographs. He'd get up, he'd have pictures, he'd talk to them. And he said, these are the people who gave me a career. I can't spend a minute talking to them. So there's plenty of people like that. And there's the other people, not the good ones. They inspire you to go, okay, this is a learning experience. I don't want to do this. So there's a place for everyone.
Yeah.
That's right, Mother Teresa. You know it.
God damn it, Mother Teresa. We all knew it from the jump. Ladies and gentlemen, that was our time on Entertainment 411 with our gracious guest, Colin Mochrie. Colin, thanks for joining us, sharing all your tidbits, laughing with you. It's been a dream and a pleasure. It's amazing. Watch out for his shows, as we mentioned. Make sure you guys tune in for all the things that are coming up next. Next guest is Sergio Alvarado, casting director extraordinaire. He'll be joining us as well. Stay tuned for the date because, you gotta, I don't know when the date is. It's acting world. We're kind of
also keep your eye out for Day Players season 2 because
you gotta get nominated for a CSA. It's not as easy as it used to be, where you just go in there and say, "Hey, give me a show," and then they go, "Okay, Colin, no problem." It's a little harder these days.
Yeah, you're right.
Go Jays! Maybe we could win a cool series.
Halloween. It could be
a spooky time. Go blue.
It'll be great, and
Yeah, that's all the time we have today, ladies and gentlemen. This is Colin Mochrie. I'm some other guy. This is Entertainment 411. We'll see you next time. Have a good night. Bye.